I'm excited to talk to you about the rental market here, but before I do that, I want to give you a tour of this beautiful home that we have in escrow, which, by the way, reminds me, if you are thinking about making a move to the Boise area, pick up the phone, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email so that we can connect and put a game plan together that's right for you. Now let's get on with it.
Super excited to show you this home today. Our buyers love this home. They're investors. They've invested in this property to rent it out, and it was listed at $424, and we got them a smoking deal on this place. My name is Wendy Bernards. I'm with the Go Idaho team, and I've been here in Idaho for almost 20 years. So I can help you find those pockets in those areas that would be perfect for investing. Okay, this way we can see that we're in the great room. And it's got a wood-burning fireplace. What drew our clients to this property in particular and why they decided to make an offer on it was the character. They love the character of this home. You'll notice that it has all the wood baseboards and all around the trim around the doors, and the doors are just that natural wood. Also, it has this beautiful fireplace, wood burning with the brick and the wood. So they really, really love that character. It's not that kind of cookie cutter new home with the white kitchen and all that. They really love that character of the home. Also, what they loved was the no HOA. They would have been okay with an HOA, but it's just one less fee and one less thing they had to worry about. They also really loved the location. They're in the middle of Boise, but they're also really close to Meridian. So they're really close to a lot of amenities, but they're also in a really quiet neighborhood. What I like about this house for a rental is that it's great for a family. So it's got the great room where you can put your TV, but it's also got another formal living room, which we'll show you, and it has an eating area as well. So what I love too is that this kitchen has a really nice amount of counter space and cabinetry on the lower cabinets. Also, it has a gas stove and fireplace. So here's the dining area. What I like is it has this pantry right here, and also it has a little desk where you can put all your clutter. As you'll see in this room, the windows are letting in a ton of natural light with the floor-to-ceiling windows. That is actually one thing that our clients really loved about this house. I'm super excited for our clients to buy this home. If you're looking for a home here in the Boise area, I would love to help you out. Like I said, I've been here a long time. I know where the pockets are. I know where you can go, where you shouldn't go. I know where the great places and areas are to invest in a property for rentals. So give me a call, send me a text or an email, and I'd love to help you out.
If you're thinking about investing in the Boise area, or you just are like, hey, I'm ready to make that move, down below in the description of this video, I have a link to all the properties for sale right now. So just click that link below in the description and start looking for your house here in Idaho. So this house is going to work out perfect, just as the plan is to get this as a rental property and to rent it out. Now, you're going to say, Greg, well, what's the rental market like? If you're getting this house for the list price at $424, which we negotiated down, the average rent in the Boise area is around $1,900 per month. So that's going to vary if it's, a single family home, if it's a townhome, condo, apartment, stuff like that. But in general, on average, you're going to run around $1,900 a month. So the draw that Wendy mentioned before about the HOA, no HOA, that's one thing that you're going to want to consider when you're buying a rental property here is, you're going to have to factor in that HOA cost. Most property managers here in Idaho charge around 10%, which I think is a normal rate in most states, but 10%. So you have to factor in that plus your HOA fees. Now, one thing that's different when you're renting or buying rentals as a second home in Idaho is you don't get the homeowner's exemption. If you're buying a home and you're going to owner occupy it, you get a $125,000 tax break on your assessed value. If you're buying it as a landlord, you don't get that. So your property taxes will be higher than maybe what's listed in the MLS. So that's one thing that myself, Wendy, anyone on the Go Idaho team can run for you to get you the exact tax amount if you were buying this as a rental. So you factor in the property management fee, you factor in the HOA if it has one, this one does not, and then you factor in the true tax assessed value on this without that homeowner's exemption. So those fees can add up, and that's why we have some clients who are like, I prefer not to have an HOA, but we also have clients who are like, I don't mind the HOA because it kind of protects my investment a little bit. So it's kind of up to you on how you want to, move your money around. But this area is a fantastic area. So Wendy mentioned the location of this area. Boise, Meridian area, kind of straddles both. So going to downtown, you're 10 minutes away. Going to the village at Meridian, you're about 10 minutes away. It's really a great spot for this home here. Okay, one thing that we have our clients ask us about is like, hey man, like if we buy a rental property up there in Idaho from you guys, do you have any handyman guys or anyone that you can recommend who can kind of like take care of a punch list or just kind of inspect the property for us? Of course. Here at the Go Idaho team, we have some trusted vendors who we work with, from handyman contractors. We have property managers we can recommend. So if you're needing someone like that to kind of watch and manage your property, we have someone we can recommend to you. We've vetted them, we recommend them, so we're happy to provide that contact information. Just reach out to us, send us an email, shoot us a text, and we'll be sending that info right down to you. So a lot of people say, Greg, the HOAs, if I want to Airbnb, for example, if I want to come to Idaho, buy a house and Airbnb it, and the house is an HOA, can I rent it out as an Airbnb? And the rule is you certainly can. An HOA in Idaho cannot stop you from using your property for Airbnb. Idaho Code 55-3211 says it actually prohibits HOAs from adding, amending, or enforcing restrictions that limit or prohibit the rental of property. And on top of that, the Idaho Supreme Court ruled that renting the property for a short term is not considered commercial activity. So one thing that we've done for a lot of our clients here is we'll grab those HOA documents from title, we'll grab the CC&Rs, we'll read them over, we'll confirm everything to make sure that our clients are going to be able to rent them out no problem. Because if the HOA already has the language in there that says you are not able to rent this out as a short-term rental, that's something that maybe you'd want to get an attorney involved in, someone who's not, a realtor, but someone who can interpret the laws and say, okay, can this go as a short-term rental, even though it says in the HOA documents before the home was even built or rules and restrictions were even added that you cannot rent as an Airbnb. So now the city of Boise has an application process that you have to go through in order to qualify or rent out your house as an Airbnb. So you have to apply to get a license from the city of Boise. The license costs $80 per year plus a $1.50 processing fee. Licenses are valid for 1 year and must be renewed annually, and you can apply online. You'll need to provide detailed information about your rental, including the property type, address, rental marketplaces where the property is listed, parking availability, safety equipment, proof of ownership, property details, contact info, and proof of liability insurance. Down below in the description of this video, if you're thinking that, hey, I want to do Airbnbs in Boise, I'll have the link so you can read everything that I just mentioned in this video for your own. Just put the link down below and you can click onto the city of Boise and find all the details. Okay, so I think the Idaho area, the Treasure Valley, the Meridian, Eagle, Boise, if you are going to put some money into this area as a rental, you are going to do very well on your investment over time. Every report says that Idaho is one of the best places to move to, best place to retire to, best place to live in the country. So if you have some dollars that you want to spend here in the Idaho market, I would would definitely pick up a rental. Now, whether you do short-term Airbnb, like I mentioned, or if you do long-term rentals, you know, here in Boise, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, you're around $1,900 a month for rent. If you go out to Meridian and buy a home out in Meridian, you're going to be around $2,100 a month on average. And then if you're buying a home in Eagle, you're going to be around $2,300 a month on average. So you're going to do well on the rental income. It's just a matter of, you know, the down payment, etc. So if you need help finding a good lender who understands the rental process and what you're trying to do, reach out to us here at the Go Idaho team. We have a great lending partner that we can refer you to just run numbers for you. It doesn't matter. They don't have to pull your credit. They just can run numbers for you. And that's the same if you're thinking about making a move to the Boise, Idaho area, but maybe you're like a year and a half out or 2 years out. We still want to connect and talk to you to kind of put a game plan together that's right for you. I know our team is anxious to talk with you and see how we can help. So if you're thinking Boise, Meridian, Eagle, give us a call, shoot us a text, and let's discuss what your goals are, and let's go out and find you a rental property.